I like Wario. I really do. He's like this gross, funnier version of an already funny Italian man. He's thicker, quicker, and I love this man. He's so cool. And it's like, how the fuck? How are you not into this dude? Like, look at him. He's overall, like, just his overall vibe is just like, goddamn. And what's so great about Wario is, unlike a lot of other Nintendo franchises, he's not been put into cryo sleep, you know? He's still alive and active. He's still doing stuff. Wario is with us, and God is good for that. You see, he's on the side of the list of, like, the good things God has done. That bad side is huge. What the So, what are we even talking about? I'm gonna talk about Wario, why I love Wario, and why you, yes, you, should love Wario too. So, have a rotten day. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, the first Wario Land game and the sequel to Mario Land 2, which itself is a sequel to Mario Land 1, the game that gave us Princess Daisy, I think. Anyways, I don't like this game. Don't play it. Like, I mean, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it. I really just made this whole thing to get, like, at least one person to play one of fucking 3 Wario games, and, like, these two are not it. So, let me grab the list of Wario games as they dropped to show you which ones I want you to play. Because, like, it's me. I don't know. Let's go through the list of them. Super Mario Land 2. I mean, is this a Wario game? I mean, he's in it, but, like, I wouldn't consider it a Wario game. But anyways, I don't even want you to play this game. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. Nah. Wario Woods. Nah. Wario Blast featuring Bomberman. No. Virtual Wario Land. No. Wario Land 2. No. Wario Land 3? No. Wario Land 4. This one's pretty great, but still no. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. No. Wario World. Yes.
Ha! Nin niku 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 nin niku nin. Ha! Nin niku nin nin nin. Ha! Nin niku ha! Nin niku ha! Nin niku ha! Wario-sama da! プリンプリンプリンプリンニンニクパワー全開力任せの謎解きアクション大冒険任天堂ゲームキューブワリオワールドぺったんこ
Wario World is such like an insane game to me. It's so fun. It's got like this vibe that it was made by like a rush team that couldn't implement everything they wanted, and they kind of just threw stuff into it and it all worked. Like, you let 12 chefs in the kitchen and like just heard noises and screaming for like 12 hours, and they fucking cooked, and what comes out is delicious. This game has vibes for days, and there's some good-ass vibes. This game has a pretty short list of levels, but each one of them is pretty fucking large. There's so much to do in them, and they're all so much fun to explore and navigate through. The levels are broken up into 4 main segments: the overworld, the challenge rooms, boss battles, and the Unithorn lair? What the fuck is a Unithorn? Who made this? Treasure. Probably know them from games like Gunstar Heroes and Dynamite Headdy. Games in that era blew the fuck up. Like, I'm not much of a Gunstar Hero kind of guy, but I think Dynamite Headdy fucks. It has like this instant classic playstyle, and everything about it feels like you're playing a super authentic arcade game at home. And like, Wario World's got those vibes too. Wario World is just like, it's so fantastic. Feels like an arcade game in a sense, like it's got these super simple to understand mechanics coupled with this, even for today's time, it's stellar presentation, and it's just arcade-like gathering of points and coins and cold hard cash. Ugh. It's so good. I wanted to play this shit to record like some footage for the video, and like I ended up just starting a new save file and playing the game for like an hour. I only needed like 12 minutes of footage for this, and I played for like an hour because like, goddamn, bro, all these levels are so much fun to navigate and explore. They're all very linear, but they're so full and packed with content. That's all so much fun, and you just want to do it all. And like, if that's not the kind of game you want to be playing, I don't know what kind of games you do be playing. Well, the only downsides to this game are, well, 1, it's super short, and 2, the bosses are kind of boring. Like, all that aside, this game feels great, looks great, moves great, and I think you need to go play it right now, or I'm going to show up in your backyard with a goddamn fucking toothpick, and I'm going to stab your eyeball out. How about that? How about that? So why don't you go your fucking computer and download Dolphin Emulator and go to and then type in Wario World and then fucking download it. How about that? How about them apples? Wario Land Shake It is so nice looking. It's a game I feel like most Nintendo fans know about. It's so iconic and visually impressive. It's also very fun. It's got a satisfying OST and probably the most famous Wario song ever on it. And it looks so great, and I love it. I love the way the game plays with Wario's speed and movement. Out of all the Wario games that exist, I think this one is probably the closest to Pizza Tower, which is a game a lot of people know about because, like, it's fucking really good. It's Pizza Tower. And this Wario game, obviously, it isn't as fast-paced, difficult, or as funny as Pizza Tower, but it's still great. Many people could have a really good time playing it, or at least checking it out. And it's a game that came out at a good time, and it doesn't suffer from the issues I have with other Wario Land games. Mainly, I don't like transformations. And the GBA screen is too fucking tiny. That aside, this is a great game with a great pace, and you can look at Wario shake his ass a lot. That's a great thing. Next and last Wario game I wanted to talk about is WarioWare Gold. It's the best WarioWare game by far. It has everything you could want in a WarioWare game. It's on 3DS, and you do need a 3DS to play it, but it's still epic. Go buy it, go play it. Let's talk about why I'm talking about Wario, though. Got a lot of love for WarioWare Gold. I reviewed it when it came out. My iconic video where Wario had a tough time there. Anyways, we're in a Wario drought. Like, we are thirsting and yearning for some Wario. Now, you may say, hey, we got 2 WarioWare games on Switch. And, well, I say, those games, they just ain't it. I like those games a pretty good amount. WarioWare Get It Together and WarioWare Move It are nice games that you can have fun with. However, they aren't what I want. I want this fat, stinky, smelly round man to get off his fucking ass and go on an adventure. I don't just want an adventure. I want 2. I want a new Wario Land game and a new Wario World game. I want them now on my desk, stat. Now, who do I want to make these games? Well, it's pretty simple. I think the masters of 2D, the greatest 2D game makers ever, Retro fucking Studios, should give us a new Wario Land game. They understand 2D better than anyone else, and the Donkey Kong Country duology is fantastic, especially with everything being so artistically poppy and every platform being contextualized. Like, holy shit, it's so cool and so good. So good. Could you imagine a Wario game with this level of sauce? Like, look at this shit. It's so good and so much sauce in one game. You could bust it out on Wario, get them all saucy, cover them with sauce, sauce explosion, sauce bukkake. Okay, now we talked about Wario Land and how Retro should make it. We need to talk about the real shit, Wario World. Wario World is so good. It's like my favorite Wario game of all time. It to me shines so high and bright and is so majestic. Wario World, my beloved. The studio who I think would be perfect for this, like the best choice, is a group that's already made games in the Mario universe that involve collecting a massive amount of cold hard cash, jewels, and other shit. Next level games. They are the absolute masters at 1, making games look fucking amazing on Nintendo hardware, and 2, have like the best 3D animations at Nintendo. Like, the animations that Next Level Games put out, that's some good animation. So it would be a dream come true if this happened. But how do we make it happen? Well, we don't. We don't get to choose who makes what game at Nintendo. They make these choices. However, if you go out, play some Wario games, talk about Wario games on like Twitter, Instagram, your local news tribune, maybe Nintendo will notice that despite not having come out with a new Wario game in a long ass time, a lot of people are talking about and playing these Wario games using hashtag Wario Land, hashtag Wario, hashtag Wario World, hashtag Wario Bussy. And maybe if Wario is constantly being something discussed, we could get Nintendo to make some cool new kick-ass Wario games. Well, that's all I gotta say today. Tweet about Wario. Let me know your favorite Wario game in the comments. Okay, this was a video about Wario. I don't know if you noticed that. There'll be a test on it next week. I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna get more woke next time. Next time it's gonna be woke. Better get your britches ready for that. It's gonna be some some real woke shit, right? The real woke shit next time. So prep your ass for that. Oh, and subscribe.